Shitters be callin'. Okay, I have no idea how much time I danced already, but I was rudely interrupted by callers. What the fuck are they doing? Do they know that I'm vlogging? No, I'm joking. So I should just rifle through my last 2 passes, or do 1 pass, talk, and do 1 pass. I'll think about it as I dance. Arg. Okay, talk a little bit. Yeah, I'll talk and rest, and then get back to 1 last pass. The earlier days also forced me to be more compact with my dancing. Instead of stewing all day into the late evening, I now have a timeline to work with. Week by week, the timeline actually shrinks quite a lot. Even last week, the sunset was at 5:30 p.m. Now, just a short week later, it's down to 4:30 p.m. So we're actually getting very, very close to it. I'm almost close to that deadline. But in any case, I completely lost my train of thought due to rude callers. So what do I do now? Do I have an idea of how to wrap everything up? I've watched a couple of extreme sports documentaries, as is typical with me. I rotate between my 3 main themes: adventure traveling, extreme sports, and wild animals. 99% of my watch history is related to those 3 topics. But every once in a while I venture out. This particular movie, The Alpinist, is essentially the Canadian extreme version of Alex Honnold's Free Solo. This guy, Marc-Andre Leclerc, is actually someone that Honnold looks up to and points to as a master of his craft. In watching these documentaries, what I gain is understanding how different masters assess risk. As much as people think that adventurers are crazy-ass people who have a death wish, the ones who have longevity have a level of expertise to them to stay alive. In many cases, they have either personal skills or team skills that allow them to do what would be considered risky to normal people. But the level of risk is overcome by knowledge, by experience. So when you're assessing from the outside what some expert master is doing, the tendency is to place yourself in the same situation using your own knowledge, experience, expertise, skills, of which you might have none of in that domain. So using that mindset, you might think Marc-Andre Leclerc, Alex Honnold, these climbers who climb without ropes, either on rock, ice, or mixed terrain, are crazy-ass motherfuckers. In some ways, they still are to their cohorts, their equally expert climb colleagues. But to them, they assess it differently. Even from one solo climber to another, they assess their own skills and others' skills differently. But I think the similar thread through all of it is that while they understand the risks of both serious injury and death, they are confident in their actual technical abilities, which might range a number of different domains. The extra savant-like talent of Marc-Andre Leclerc is that he actually soloed on site. If you've watched Free Solo with Alex Honnold, he climbed up El Capitan in Yosemite on a route that he has climbed before. He mapped everything out before. So he was rehearsing a well-choreographed routine, if you will, like my dance. But Marc-Andre Leclerc was soloing on site. That means he's never technically climbed the route he's gonna climb without ropes. Okay? But obviously, Marc-Andre Leclerc has some combination of expertise, skills, knowledge, and experience that allows him to do this. Okay? Yes, he died. But he never died soloing. That's important. Because when people quote statistics on the people who die from climbing without ropes, a large proportion of them died doing something other than climbing without ropes. So when they mention the statistics on free solo climbers, they're being misleading. I think that level of misdirect is partially a naivete and partially maybe intentional, as if you really need to pump up climbing without ropes as some sort of extra adventure. I have no clue. The reason I bring that up is because I think all in all, average people have a very questionable ability to assess risk. That's what I think. That relates to how we act and react during this pandemic and in life in general. So that might be something that I have to comment on in another vlog. I'll do my last pass, and maybe that'll be it for today. So I've done dancing. Now do I want to talk a little more about risk management? Maybe I'm done for today. Yeah, I'm probably done for today. What do I have? What do I have left? Why I keep circling around this idea of risk management is because it's absolutely central and crucial to how I start adventuring in this new post-pandemic, still pandemic world. Okay. I have to deal with the world as it is. I know some people are investing a lot of time and energy trying to deal with the world as they want it to be. That world is an illusion. The world that you want to be is an illusion. The world that is reality. So for me, why I've been okay adventuring in my mind, adventuring on my porch, adventuring on my computer, adventuring in philosophy, neuroscience, etc., is because that is the greatest ROI adventure I can do at the time. Traveling has become much more difficult. Extreme sports have become much more difficult. Wild animal encounters have become much more difficult. Things might improve, things might devolve. I have no clue right now. That's why, instead of fighting against a wall, I'm doing different things that I never had time to do when I was adventuring out in the big wide world. I'm 50-50 sometimes about whether I'm wasting my young years. Day by day, I have a different answer. But my actions speak louder than anything else. What am I doing? Okay, I think I'm good. I'm done. I'll wrap it up. Maybe I need another vlog. In the meantime, as if he needs me to name drop him, Will Smith has an intriguing, emotional roller coaster of a journey on YouTube right now. Best shape of my life, the best shape of my life. Yeah. I'll tie up these loose ends.